think we're good. Should I move the camera a little bit like this? Oh, I don't know if I want those string lights. Actually, maybe I do. Let me turn them on. Got you in bed with me and everything. Damn. Okay. Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Doreen, and if this is your first time seeing my face, don't worry, this is my first video. So you have not been missing out, but if you don't want to miss out on any future videos that I post, you can go ahead and subscribe, but you can wait until the end just so you can decide if you actually like my vibe or not. I don't want to force you to just go ahead and subscribe before you even know what my deal is. For this video, I'm going to do the get to know me tag so that you can get to know me a little bit more. But before we get into that, I just want to kind of share what the vision is for this channel. I've been thinking about starting this channel for a while now, and that's really because I do have another channel that I was debating if I should just start posting on there or if I should start from scratch. I kind of reached a point where I decided that starting from scratch, starting on a blank slate, is the direction that I want to go on, because I don't really resonate with that channel anymore. All the videos are privated, and it was just a different era in my life. And again, if you're thinking, well, I don't know her from her other channel, that's okay, because it was not a big channel or anything. And I mostly posted on it way back in college. I'm not in college anymore. I'm in a different place in my life, and I would like to document that with this new adult brain, if you may. So with all of those thoughts, I just kind of reached a point where I'm like, why not really go back to the drawing board and get back into the YouTube thing, because I love watching YouTube videos. I grew up on watching YouTube videos, and I don't know why I'm holding myself back. I feel like I'm placing outside opinions and perspectives on myself when that has nothing to do with me. And yeah, I just don't want to do that anymore. So you're gonna get a lot of different content. You might get some videos like this where I'm just sitting down sharing about things that I've learned in life. And I think a lot of the relationship experience stuff might be sit down videos, but I also want to do, like a weekend in my life vlog or a week in my life vlog or something like that. Whether I'm traveling or I'm just like local in my city. I enjoy watching those so much from other creators. So a lot of words to say. Welcome to Doreen's Diaries. I'm really excited. This is just one of those things I truly enjoyed and kind of slipped away from me, but it's never too late to make things shake. So let's go ahead and get into this get to know me tag. My name is Doreen, like I already said, and I am 30 years old, but by the time this video goes up, I might be 31. My birthday is November 6th, so yeah, it's coming up or it already passed. Either way, I'm 30x31. Do I say I'm 31 now that I'm officially a week away from turning 31? I don't know. You guys can tell me in the comments. I was born in Kenya, and I was actually there earlier this year in January. I had a blast. It is genuinely one of the most beautiful countries. Like, tell me if you know another place you can go from the club to a safari within like 20 minutes. Hello? Whenever I go to the hospital and they, like weigh me and they measure me, do I ever ask or look? No, but I'm pretty sure I'm 5'5". That's what my driver's license says. So I'm sticking to that. That's my story. Okay. I am a midday person. I'm an evening person, if I'm being honest. Unfortunately, I'm a night person because I just have a really hard time going to sleep, but I'm not truly a night person. Like, I wouldn't want to be, like, it's not my favorite thing to do, although like I do it probably every night, like staying up late and doing stuff at night. My favorite food, without a doubt, like this answer never changes, is two types of foods and they switch back and forth. And that is Kenyan food or Mexican food. I could go for either of that. Like I could, yeah, you got me there. Like Kenyan food, Mexican food, top two and not two. Probably, oof, that's a toughie though, because I'm like, wait, now that I'm starting to answer it, huh, I have a lot of favorite places to visit. I was gonna say Chicago's my favorite place to visit, and I have so much love for that city, and it's always gonna be, you know. But I think I hesitate to say that that's my favorite place to visit right now because the last memory I have of Chicago is not the best memory. It was my 30th birthday. My ex took me there, and it wasn't a fun time, but we can get into that on another video if you guys want to hear more about that. But I do love Chicago. I don't want to hate on it, but I selfishly want to say that Kenya is my favorite place to visit. Disclaimer, disclaimer. Hear me out. I moved here when I was 10. I'm about to be 31 in a week. And I never went back the whole time until January, until I was 30. I spent a month there. I saw a lot and I was not disappointed. Like, I was very happy. So, selfishly, yes, Kenya is my favorite place to visit. And you know what? I'm gonna seal it, I'm gonna lock it in. That's my final answer, Kenya. Something that I'm genuinely really proud of is the fact that I beat the odds because statistically, when you drop out of college, you're not very likely to return, especially when you add demographic stuff. But I took 2 years of school, I took 2 years off of college, and somehow, by the grace of God and support from my family, was able to go back, get my bachelor's. And listen, I am very proud of myself for that because only I, God, and part of my family know exactly what I went through. But really, only God and I know exactly what I went through to get to this point. So I will never not be proud of that. I'm so, so proud of it. And yeah, I wear that as a badge of honor. But I also use that as an opportunity to encourage other people because education is not linear. They try to make it sound like it is and like try to, yeah, but it's not. Everybody has their own path. And I think that we should be supporting people in that more than trying to force everybody, like do an one size fits all kind of experience. But that's that. I won't get too into it. But yeah, I'm very proud of my college degree. Yeah, so shout out God, shout out my family, shout out me. Okay. Oh God, she's getting so annoying. Her whole personality is Kenya this, Kenya that. But as a Kenyan, I'm personally gonna go with tea. I love tea. Me and tea go together real bad. I have about 3 cups a day. I will have caffeinated tea before bed and I'm just fine. But maybe that's actually the real issue as to why I can't go to sleep. Okay? I think I'm discovering something here. My favorite movie of all time is Home Alone. Home Alone 1, but you can't have Home Alone 1 without Home Alone 2. I know there's 3, 4, da, da, da. I love Home Alone, but like OG Home Alone, yeah, yeah, that's my movie. Like, I will watch that movie. I could watch that movie anytime, but I specifically wait until mid-October. And then I'm like, girl, if you want to watch it every week, you watch it every week. Nobody's going to be mad at you because it's just me. I can do whatever I want. I prefer dogs because I grew up with dogs and dogs are fun. Come on, like you gotta love it. I'm a dog person. I'm gonna get a dog when I get a place that can accommodate a dog and when I'm living a slower life that can accommodate a dog. But yeah, that's my answer. Something I'm working on improving is definitely my organization and not just like where things are. I think I'm generally pretty good at putting things where they should go, but I mean more like mind, task organization. I used to be really good, or I guess I go through like these cycles where I write things down, I plan, and like I'm really organized. And then I'll go through seasons where everything is just up here. And I've reached a point where I'm like, I don't understand how I can keep everything up here. I'm going insane. My brain feels like it's swelling. Okay. And simultaneously just like getting flat, like, or smooth. And I don't want a smooth brain. Okay. I don't want to be losing my mind. So, something I'm working on at work and my personal life across the board is organization. Thinking back to when it was just me and my brother, I have 3 siblings total, but before my 2 youngest siblings were born, it was just me and my brother. And we had a Great Dane, and he was just the most gentlest, just amazing dog. He was huge. And so like to run around our compound, we would just like hop on the top of the dog, and oh my god, like he was a literal horse. Like he would like get down so we could get on top, and then he would get up and literally take us around. I don't know how that happened. But that's genuinely one memory from my childhood that brings me so much joy, because I also don't understand how it happened. Like, I can't pinpoint a time when me and my brother were like, yeah, let's try that. But it happened. So I love that memory, and I love my brother. While we're at it, might as well. My one piece of advice that I would share with anybody is that everybody should try therapy. I know it's a trend. Everybody's talking about it. Da, da, da. Take it from somebody who's been going to therapy since I was like 18 or 19. I am about to turn 31. I've been on and off for that long, okay? And I'm still over here recommending it. Mind you, I've not had a positive experience every time I've gone to therapy, but that's what I tell people. You're not gonna click with the first therapist you meet. You might, and how amazing would that be? But that's just not the case. It's just like anybody else. It's just like a primary care physician. Like, you might not get along with the first one, you might not click that, but like, do you stop? No, you go and you find another one. So yeah, I would just encourage everybody to try therapy if you're able to. There are also so many free resources that you can look up. I think a great place to start is free therapy near me. There's usually students, masters or doctoral students in colleges and universities that are participating in free programs so that they can get their hours. Yeah, there's a lot of resources out there, and I'm a big advocate for therapy and improving our mental health, improving our communication, and regulating ourselves, and all that amazing stuff. I can always, and probably will always, talk about it on this channel, but if you have specific questions about that, I'm so happy to have a sit down about that as well. If you made it this far, I just want to say thank you so much for sticking with me on my first video. I hope that you stick around by clicking that subscribe button. I'm really looking forward to sharing my experiences, learning from yours, and building a community that is just authentic and is free to be who we are, okay? Let me know, feedback down below. Very open, very just happy to be here. Again, thank you all for sticking around till the end, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.